Hi, Catalina here. Today is July 19th. I want to talk a little bit about the clues that have been put out that our payment pause may continue. I also want to talk about borrower defense and other weekly updates. I'm going to be out of the office for a bit as well, and so I'm going to be recording videos ahead of schedule, so they may not be as much up-to-date news, but they'll definitely be education-based content. So leave any questions or comments, of course, subscribe, and we will still check on that and try to answer questions as we have always done. So first and foremost, let's talk about clues that payment pause may actually continue for one final time. Number one is that the Department of Health decided to extend the COVID public health emergency another 90 days. And, the HEROES Act from 2003 gives the president the right to make temporary emergency changes to the student loan programs. So, for example, this plus the midterm elections may make it so that there's higher probability that there may be an extension, in addition to the fact that loan servicers are changing. So the public service forgiveness program loan servicer will now be moving to MOHELA, which is also my servicer. Their customer service is decent from my experience. They're already sending out a lot of PSLF limited waiver information, as well as public service information for those. By the way, reminder, you need to apply by October for any prior payments to get counted to be part of the limited waiver program. There's so much news coming out about the it's tens of thousands of borrowers who have received millions of dollars of forgiveness through the limited waiver. So if you have at any time worked for a public service entity, do not forget about the waiver program. We can also help answer questions around that at myloansense.com. But because of this additional extension, as well as debates about forgiveness due to the high rates of inflation, we're at over 9% inflation right now. There may be a likelihood of an extension to transition servicers and think about the impacts of inflation before the forgiveness announcement is made. In addition, obviously, Biden wants favorable reviews and ratings prior to midterm elections. So I'd say it's likely to have a final extension until at least post-midterm elections, which fall in, I'd say, probably end of December / January. My argument is make it end of December. People spend money for the holidays, and people play catch up right in January, February, March. So it might be a really bad time to put payments, install payments, and make people start paying it again, right? Final reminder about borrower defense. If you've attended the list of schools on the borrower defense, you should apply for the borrower defense fund, which it could waive your loans or get loans discharged, So schools on the borrower defense, I will list them in the description below, but they include Corinthian College. That's the biggest one. I'm looking at it right now, but several other schools. I'll list the full list. It's Corinthian College. The list runs on and on. ITT Tech, several other schools. I don't have the list in front of me. I thought I did, but we will make sure to list the schools in the description below. So that's the news for this week. I just wanted to also discuss the fact that even if you need the IBR income-driven repayment programs, and you want to get prior payments counted, there's a suggestion to apply before January of 2023. So I just wanted to remind people of that as well. I've gotten a few inquiries on if you've defaulted on your student loans and you want to buy a house, will this payment pause take you out of the caviar system? And some other questions that I will be answering in consecutive videos. So please watch out for my videos in the weeks to come, even though I'm pre-recording it, and I will likely wear the same outfit. So let us know what other questions you have, and we will we'll be producing videos. Actually, I did also receive news of proposals being put out there for a $0 interest student loan rather than a $10,000 forgiveness. And there's been a lot of debate around that as well. People believing if student loan interest is $0, people will never pay them off. Also in this proposal, they suggest putting a one-time flat fee when you originate a loan instead of compounding interest. The potential savings obviously depends on your rate of payoff. If you pay it off like as soon as you graduate, the savings isn't as great as if you spent 10 to 20 years paying it off. Obviously, the savings is greater with the one-time origination fee versus if it compounds over 10 to 20 years, right? So there's different proposals going on to quote unquote reform how we think about giving out student loans in lieu of the $10,000 forgiveness. Obviously, what side you stand on probably depends on, do you have student loans right now and would you benefit from the $10,000 of relief, right? I do think the measures to lower interest rates in the future would definitely be helpful to future students. I also think reforming the way compound interest works in my prior video also would help future students from paying so much accumulated interest on their student loans. Anyways, those are some brief updates with the most recent news. We hope you are enjoying your summer. And if you have any questions, comments, please let us know. If you believe somebody would be helped by this information, please do share, subscribe, like, and I will see you in the next video.